Hello everyone. If you can hear me, just let me know in the chat. Hello Rajesh. Hello Rajesh. Vinesh. Good to see that you can hear me. And I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Hello Varun. Let me know whatever questions you have. I will. I will take them one by one, as always. And we have more people joining in, so yeah, that's there. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great weekend, whoever joined just now. And yeah, we have the first question, so we'll just get on with it. How is the placement for data science in UK? Um, there are a lot of jobs, like I've told every time in the live stream and in the videos. There are a lot of jobs. Bigger companies have definitely stopped hiring because they just want to cut down on whatever cost they can, and they expanded much more after COVID. They expected it to be like they will be making a lot more profits, but now this Russia Ukraine war came and everything again went backwards. So yeah, bigger companies are not hiring, but there are a lot of openings in smaller companies because smaller companies run on lower resources. So yeah, there are a lot of opportunities still, but again the competition is really high. I've talked about this in one of the live streams that there are around 120 universities here in the UK. Each university have uh, data science course, and they have variety of courses as well, like data analytics and business analytics courses, and people apply for similar sort of roles. So, and if you assume there are like 100 to 120 students per batch, there are a lot of people, but there aren't that many jobs. But then also you need to consider that some of the people, they go back to their own country. They just came here to study. Some people, they go for PhD as well. So they will, or they will also be not looking for jobs. So yeah, but still there are a lot of uh, competition. So if you go on LinkedIn and if you search for data science roles in the UK, you will see hundreds and hundreds of people have applied for that. So uh, you have to be very good with your skills and mentally prepared that you'll have to apply for at least 500 jobs to expect that you will get calls and you will get some offer or things like that. So yeah, you have to be very mentally strong about that, and you have to be ready for all the challenges and the competition that you will face. So it's all about acquiring good technical skills, good communication skills, and mentally prepared for all the challenges that you will have. And this 500 number that I quoted, it's not like I'm trying to exaggerate something. It's actually most of the people in the industry, they suggest people. Even I have seen many of my friends, they have applied for these many jobs and then they were able to find something. So it's not like I'm just making up some number, it's the fact. And yeah, you just keep applying and hopefully you will find something. Hi bro, do you know any Indian WhatsApp slash Telegram group which can help us with accommodation? I don't know about any WhatsApp or Telegram group, but I think on Facebook there are a lot of groups, not specifically for Indians, but there are a lot of groups on Facebook, so you can go there. But then there are a lot of Indians in those groups as well. So let's say you want to look for accommodation in Manchester, so go on Facebook and search for Manchester rent or Manchester accommodation, something like that. So you will get all sorts of groups on Facebook, and probably you will be able to find something there. I did a 6 months internship in machine learning. I want to come to UK to do MSc in data science. Will I get a job after doing MSc? So it's a very hard question to answer whether you will get a job or not, because internship is not everything. There are a lot of different things like what type of projects you will do as part of your masters, and score is not something which most of the university most of the companies look into. But yeah, it's good to have uh, good score as well. And like I told you, profile is again something which is very important. So how well you create your profile during your masters, so those are the things. And I don't think anybody can answer this question with like 100% certainty that yes, you will get a job, or no, you will not get a job, because nobody can tell this. But it all comes down to what how much effort you are putting in, and uh, how much time you are giving to your projects to learn stuff, make profile, and all those kind of things. If somebody says that yes, you will get a job, when I'm saying this with 100% certainty, they are just lying about it. So I don't want to lie about anything. And I told you, like, it's very highly competitive job market here, so you'll have to be mentally prepared, and again, your skills matters a lot. I have offer for MSc data science from etc. Leeds University College Dublin, and an offer for MSc Data Analytics in Queen's University Belfast. Which, according to you, would I go for? So first, you need to make your mind whether you want to go to Ireland or do you want to come to UK. So if you want to go to Ireland, then definitely University College Dublin is the only option, I guess, and it is one of the best universities in Ireland. So yeah, that will be the top priority. But if you want to come to UK, then I think then again you have applied for different courses, data analytics and data science. So if you want to go for data analytics, again, Queen's University Belfast is the top pick. But if you want to go for data science course, I think Leeds is little bit in terms of course content, because in terms of reputation or anything, both are uh, pretty good universities. But I think Leeds would little bit be better in terms of course content. So if I had to pick, I would probably pick Leeds over Exeter. But then yeah, it also uh, comes down to if you are getting some scholarship or not. So those kind of things are also kind of important. So you need to consider those things as well. But in my opinion, for data science in the UK, Leeds; for Ireland, University College Dublin; and for data analytics, Queen's University Belfast. Uh, does 5 lakh Indian rupees amount make huge difference if we are getting a better ranked university? Let's say university 10, 15 ranks better. So if the difference is just 10, 15 rank, I won't pay like 5 lakh Indian rupees, because that's a huge amount. And university will almost be at same level if that much is the difference. If the difference is more than 100 or 200, then only I will consider paying that much amount. So yeah, that's the answer to that. On top of that, I would also like to add, if the university has a good course content, and the university is ranked quite low, let's say 700, 800, and then there is a university which is ranked around 100, let's say, and the course content is fine, but not as good as the course content of a lower ranked university. You should also consider that what type of uh, projects you will be doing, because it's important that as part of your masters you do some group projects as well, because you need to know how to collaborate with people. And if you get people from various other countries in your group, you will get to learn a lot from them, maybe not technically, but at least in other areas. So those things are also important to consider. Some of the universities do provide group projects, some of the universities don't. So that is also something you need to consider. And you need to pick a university which suits best for you. And I have also seen some of the universities, they say their course is certified by a certain body, but then the thing is, whatever courses are certified, they have to follow certain restrictions, that they can and they cannot include so and so things as part of their course. So it restricts those courses to be much more flexible, and that's why I just avoided all the courses which were, I think BSE is the body which certifies certain courses. So I think I avoided most of the courses like that. So that is also something you need to consider. And one more thing you need to see is what type of research your university is carrying out. Do they have a dedicated um, research research domain, not exactly domain, but a research organization within the university? So because if they have something like that, most of the bigger companies, they do come to the university to do some sort of research, and because of which you might be able to find an internship, and then you will be able to probably convert it into a full-time job. If not full-time job, then definitely you will have some experience as part of your masters. So those are the things you need to consider. And 10-15 rank is uh, not a significant rank difference. Is data engineering or data science has more jobs? So are you asking data engineering jobs are more than data science jobs? If that's a question, please let me know in the chat. What is your opinion on University of Essex for data science, and also advice for someone with no background knowledge on programming and coding, but really interested in data science? So overall, University of Essex is a very good university. Course content is also good. One thing that I would suggest is, before joining any data science course, it's important that you learn programming language. Maybe not to the fullest, but at least you should be able to understand somebody else's code, because most of the times when you will be implementing some project or any type of work as part of your masters, you will be referencing a lot of material online. So if you are not really familiar with programming, you will struggle to figure out what things are relevant for you and what's not. And you will be focusing too much on programming abilities rather than focusing on core data science stuff, which are statistics and maths behind all the machine learning and deep learning algorithms. So that's why before joining masters, I always suggest people to learn programming, at least to the basic extent. And yeah, so that's what I suggest most people. So how do I know which projects are going to be done at university beforehand? uh, so one thing that you can do is, you can reach out to people on LinkedIn from that particular university, and you can ask them what type of project they have done. So that's how you will be able to know about the practicality of the projects. Because if you end up joining some course where they are still using toy data sets like iris data set or titanic data set or stock price prediction or home price prediction, I think that won't help you much. And after talking to people, you will be able to know that what type of projects they are doing. So yeah, that's what I can suggest. So you're saying 10-15 ranks up and down don't matter in regards to job prospect also, like do companies treat us the same way? So it's not just about 10-15 rank, it can go all the way up to like 100 200 rank differences. And companies won't even mind whether you are from 700, 800 ranked university, or you are from 100th rank university, as long as you have a very good profile. But let's say you have a very similar profile to, there are, let's say, two people, X and Y. So they have very same kind of projects, they have same kind of experience, they have same kind of skill sets. But then one is from university which ranks around 100, and then there is someone who ranks, some whose university ranks somewhere around 700 or 800. Company will definitely prefer someone from university who is from rank 100, simply because getting into top rank university is difficult, and that candidate must be having something so that he or she was able to break out into that kind of university. So that is the only thing which employers consider while shortlisting your resume. But if you are someone who have relevant experience, then definitely you have something to boast about. And after that, if you tend to make your portfolio look really good, if you have a properly set up get profile, and you have done quite a lot of good projects, I think it should be fine whether you are from university which is ranked around 800, or whether it's a university ranked at 100. So yeah, the rank of the university only comes into picture when there is a tiebreaker. Yes, more jobs in UK when compared between DE and DS. So data engineering jobs are there, but there are many companies uh, which are advertising data engineering roles under data science as well. So they are saying you'll have to know all the big data technology, you need to know database management system and SQL and all those kind of things. And then the job that they have advertised as data scientist, and they also ask you to know a little bit about machine learning and all those kind of things. So it's kind of hard to say that whether one is preferred over other, or one job role is more in demand as compared to other, because some companies just advertise in most of the companies advertise their jobs in different ways, so that's there. But to say, I think from my batch, most people have got role as, not exactly most, but if I talk about a circle of 5 to 6 people, from that circle, I think 2 to 3 people have got data engineering role, and uh, and I think same amount of people have got data science roles as well. So, including me. So, uh, it's hard to say whether one is preferred over other, or one is in more demand than other. But if you are doing, I don't think there are any courses specifically designed for data engineering. So you will be most likely going for data science course. So you can apply for both of these roles, and whichever you get and you feel like is the most suitable one for you, I think you can go for that. So Roshan, are you comfortable in sharing your salary, at least range, so we get an idea? And by the way, what is your job role? So like I mentioned, I work as a data scientist, and yes, I've shared my salary multiple times in my videos and live streams, so it's not a big issue. It's like 35K per annum. So yeah, that's my salary. I am fresher of mechanical engineering. I want to switch my stream to data science in UK. I am aiming for September 23 intake. Which course and organization should I join to get trained in? Data science technologies I was looking into your previous playlist on different courses available in India. You did from Applied AI, but it has been taken over by Scalar. Which institute should I join now? I was looking into I was looking in Scalar. Um, you anyways want to do masters, so I won't suggest spending a huge amount of money uh, on any of the courses. So yeah, I would say go for iNeuron. Their course content is good. They teach well as well, and you will be able to learn quite a lot of things. So yeah, you can go for iNeuron and don't spend too much money. And that's why I don't suggest people anymore to go for uh, Scalar, or let's say Applied AI course, because at least for people who wants to go for masters, but if you are someone who wants to learn from a very good course content, because I still believe Applied AI course is probably the best uh, course available, but then their fees has been increased by quite a lot, I guess now. So someone who wants to go for master, it's not worth it. But if you want to learn like properly, so still I think Applied AI course is much better. Any Applied AI recorded videos available? At least I don't have any record videos because you can't really uh, download their videos, so that's why. And I don't really believe in piracy and all those kind of things. So yeah, I don't really have any recorded videos with me. Did all your classmates got placed? No, not everyone. There are still like two people, at least people I know. So they're still looking for the job, but majority of the people they have. So yeah, whoever I knew in my batch, they are working as a data engineer, data analyst, Power BI, Power BI developer, and data scientists. So yeah, all sorts of different job roles they're working in, but majority of the people have got. And also university, when I attended my graduation ceremony, they were saying their employment rate is around 97%, which is really good. And I believe it because in my batch I can see only probably two people who are still looking for job, but apart from them most of the people have got something. And I also talked to one of the seniors and I asked him whether everyone he knew have got a job. So he said yes, everybody have got jobs. So yeah, that is also I wanted to add. And is it advisable for me to come after getting trained in data science in India and come as a fresher, or should I come after experience to get better opportunity, but on the downside risking PSW getting closed? So yeah, it's a very valid point. And if there wasn't any uncertainty about post-study work visa, I would always say having some experience is always better than being a fresher, because like in the like when I was answering the previous question, the two people who are still looking for job, they are freshers, and people who have got job, they had experience, whether it's irrelevant experience or relevant experience. So that's there. But having said that, some of the freshers have also got placed from my batch. So for freshers it's possible to find a job, but it is always advisable to gain some experience and then come for masters. But like you said, right now nothing's certain about post study work visa will still be there or not. So that is there. So what you can do is, um, you should actually take a course, and I think it could be iNeuron, I think. So when you will be doing your iNeuron course, once you feel like yes you have sufficient knowledge, start applying for jobs in India, and in parallel also apply for masters as well. And if by the end of, let's say, May or June, there isn't any news about post study work visa, most likely they will continue to give post study work visa by September 24, I think. So then you can probably just defer your offer from any of the universities, and you can continue your job, and then you will have probably 1 to 1.5 years of experience by the time you will reach September 24 intake. So that is something you can do, but then you will have to plan quite a lot of things at greater detail. I have just outlined some of the key dates very vaguely, but yeah, you will have to look into quite a lot of things, and you'll have to plan accordingly. So that is what I can suggest. But yeah, there is this sort of trade off that you'll have to make. Which programming language would you advise I start with, since I have no knowledge or on any yet, and would be helpful for data science? So in academics, most of the universities like to use R programming language, but when you go to industry, they like to use Python. So that's there. But then there are a lot of universities now, they are starting to cover Python as a programming language, and most of the modules are being taught in Python. So, uh, so what you can do is, if you are truly looking for, let's say, job after your masters, learn Python. I think you should be totally fine. But if you want to be in academics, let's say you want to go for PhD or things like that, then probably you should stick to R. So yeah, that's what my suggestion is. Sheffield is cheaper, like 5 lakh compared to Bath, Bristol, Leeds, and Glasgow, but I didn't like 2 from 8 modules of it. What I should, what I should I go for? Please shed some light on this. So if you don't like some of the modules, then definitely it's not worth saving 5 lakh rupees, because at the end of the day you should be very comfortable with the modules that you have chosen, because after joining a masters and taking modules which you're not interested in, you will feel like I just should have taken some other university, and then probably you will regret, probably you won't. So it's better to go for the university whose course content you like the most, and then you should not really be worried about 5 lakh in interviews, because anyways you will be spending somewhere around 26-27 lakh Indian rupees. So compared to that, I think 5 lakh is little less. If you just see 5 lakh as a standalone amount, I think it's a big amount, but when you see it alongside 25-26 lakh Indian rupees, then definitely it does not make that much difference. So yeah, I would suggest you to go for the university where you feel the course content is really good, the way they have structured their modules and the curriculums that they have included. So yeah, based on that, you should choose your university. Any idea of MSc Big Data and Data Science Technology with Northumbria, London? So uh, Northumbria University is also here in Newcastle. So if the if they are offering the same course in let's say London and Northumbria University, or let's say in Newcastle campus, I think the course content should be fine. I have not looked into Northumbria University's London campus, so I can't really comment on it. But just a second. Hmm. Yeah, so yeah, I have not looked into the course content for London campus, but as far as I know about Newcastle campus, their course content seems to be fine. I think it's MSc Data Science course and not MSc Big Data Science course, but yeah, I'll have to look into it again. So I will probably just make a note of it and probably let you know in the comment section if I'm able to find. Mm, Applied AI has been bought by Scalar. iNeuron has good course content, I agree, but in the previous video you have mentioned like you were uncertain about if they would be able to cover all the content in such short period of time. And about placement services, would iNeuron be a good bet, or should I aim for some institute can be better, which can give better placement? And I don't mind spending money to get trained. I would like to get the best of the best services in terms of training, placement, and projects. So the amount of money that you pay for is not for the course content, and you are just paying money for the name of the big institutes. So there are institutes like Great Lakes or Great Learning, and then their upgrade. So they have introduced themselves as like premium institutes. So that's why you pay, but then you will be able to get a very good course content or good amount of learning even from affordable courses. And when I joined Applied AI course, that time there weren't many uh, reviews about it, and there wasn't much information about that course online as well. So I just logged into their YouTube channel and I watched their free content, and based on that I made decision that okay, feel like this course would be good. And even till this date I say that that's probably one of the best courses available. So if you want to pay for course content, I think I would suggest you to go for Scalar. And institutes which are saying that you will get 100% placement and all those kind of things is just a bluff. Nobody can guarantee anyone that you will get 100% placed, because it totally depends on individual to individual, what's their learning capacity, and how much time it will take for them to grasp things. So if you are just going for let's say 100% placement, I wouldn't suggest spending that much money. But if you actually want to spend for a very good course or very good learning material, I think you should go for Scalar then. And also, uh, once you learn things properly and you know every detail about all the concepts, I think all the placements and all those kind of things, the fancy stuff which courses or institutes are offering, it won't be of much use because you will be able to find something on your own. So yeah, that's what I have to say. That's why I never like those expensive courses, and I had received quite a lot of mails from Great Learning and Upgrade to collaborate with them and probably promote their courses on my channel. And they were ready to pay quite a lot of money, but then I never took those offers simply because I personally think it's not worth for people to go for those expensive courses, and I didn't want to promote something which I don't believe in. So yeah, I just declined their offer. What is your thought for MSc Data Science for East London University? As it is cheap, so that is why I'm asking. I personally had applied to, I think you're asking for University of East London. So I had applied to that university, and I liked their course content. The only thing was when most of the universities were asking around 1,000 to 2,000 pounds as initial deposit, that university was asking for 10,000 pounds, which was just too much. So that's why I did not consider that university even after I had offer from that. But also after receiving that offer, I also got offer from some of the good universities like Queen Mary University of London, Newcastle University, and University of Glasgow. So that was also the reason. But in terms of course content, yeah, I think the university has good course content, and I think I know someone who have joined University of East London. So probably I will ask them, or I will probably invite them on the channel because they have been part of Programming Cradle family for quite a long time. So probably I can ask their input. And when they were actually making decisions, they asked me about the same university, and I told them even I have applied for that. So yeah, they end up joining that university. So I'll probably ask them. I'll probably invite them on the channel if they are comfortable with that. So probably you will be able to get more insights from that. You're welcome, Rishabh. You're welcome, Glenn. And I have an offer from Bristol, Newcastle, Bath, QMUL, Leeds, Loughborough. Should I join any of these or apply for lower ranking and cheaper universities? Would it matter? I've heard a lot of fuss about ranking doesn't matter, but does recruiters prefer student from Russell Group? What is your thought about it? So after answering this question, I will take your question, Mashur. So uh, yes, it's true that ranking does not matter. You can actually do your masters from any of the university, and you can actually find a job from. It doesn't matter from which university you're doing your masters. The only thing is in Russell Group universities, they have a very good research facility. By research facility, what I mean is they do quite a lot of research from in collaboration with a lot of different companies, which I have mentioned in this video, in this live stream as well. So you get to, you have that opportunity that something is going on within the university, so you will be able to probably find something within the university. So you will uh, get a get some opportunity within the university. So that's the thing. And about Newcastle University, they have this building called the Catalyst, where there are companies like Red Hat and many other uh, bigger companies which are doing their research work. So when I wanted to find some internship, Well, before I started looking for internship, I got the internship because I was in a meetup, and then the director of National Innovation Center of Aging came there, and he was like, "We do work something like this, and if you are interested, here's my card. I have left my card on the desk. You can probably email me or reach out to me." So I took that card and I emailed him. I was like, "I really like your work, whatever you are doing, and I'm also interested in similar things. So yeah, I'll be more than happy to work with you." And he was like, "Okay, that's great." And that's how I found my internship. So if and that's the thing about bigger universities, they do conduct all those kind of things. But nowadays, all the smaller universities are also involving in a research field. They are also taking up quite a lot of projects uh, with different organizations. So Northumberland University is also doing quite a lot of projects with the UK government. So yeah, I think you should be able to find something in lower rank universities as well. But that's the main reason why uh, lesser group universities get more preference as compared to lower ranked universities. In terms of recruiters, again, it comes to your skills profile and all those kind of things. And when they have to do some sort of tiebreaker, they will give chance first to Russell Group students as compared to students from lower ranked universities. What would you suggest doing masters abroad or masters provided by Great Learning and Upgrade? What would be the difference? I would never go for masters provided by Great Learning or Upgrade. I think they are mostly online, and they say probably you can spend 1 year outside India. They have some sort of things like that if they are providing some course in collaboration with some of the universities. So you will end up paying the same amount which people will be paying as a proper fees to a university, and they're coming here. So if you're paying the same amount, then why not do masters outside? Because it's not just about learning technical skill, it's about learning a lot of things. You meet a lot of people from various different countries. You learn about foreign culture. It opens up your mind quite a lot. And if you're talking about masters, which they are providing within the country, so 2 years masters probably will be paying around 6-7 lakh Indian rupees. It's not worth it because even companies don't have very huge respect for that kind of masters. So if you pursue a masters abroad and if you choose to go back to India, you will have you will be preferred over someone who has done their masters from Great Learning and Upgrade. I had looked into those kind of courses myself, but yeah, after a lot of market research, I decided not to go for masters from Great Learning or Upgrade. By the way, if you guys are finding this live stream to be helpful and you guys are getting your queries cleared, give this live stream a thumbs up. It always keeps me motivated, and it tells me that yeah, these one-to-one interactions are actually helpful for you guys. So yeah, do give it a thumbs up. Because I've heard from many students that just go for the content part and get the job, as university ranking does not matter for job. Yes, that is absolutely true. The thing is, when we are in India, we see people from IITs and IITs getting all those huge packages. Yeah, that's true. They get quite a lot of good packages, but even in IITs, hardly like two or three people, or even one person will get that kind of package. It's not like everybody's getting similar thing, but then they are more employable simply because they're good at learning stuff, I guess. So if you're coming from India or related countries, we get a mindset that if we go to a good university, we will be able to find a job. But here, when you will come here, you will see that people doing their course from lower ranked university or higher ranked university, it's like At the end of the day, it all comes down to what you have done in your masters. So it does not really matter from which university of course, if it's let's say University of Edinburgh or University Oxford University or Cambridge University, that does make difference. They are really really high universities. They are like in top 10 universities in the world, so they do make difference. But if we talk about uh, universities which are in top 100 or closer to that, it does not really make much difference whether you go for those universities or universities which are ranked much lower. If I study business analytics from Queen's University Belfast, can I become a data analyst as the course structure for BA has everything which covers the module? Yes, if the course is covering everything that is needed for a data analyst, you definitely can apply for data analyst roles because you will have those skill sets on your resume. And if you have relevant projects also, you can definitely become a data analyst. Lastly, on the programming language, please, which website do you suggest for me to learn from for a beginner? Python and R as you suggested. So for Python, I would suggest a website which is W3 Schools. So they cover from very basics. So if you like a text sort of material, and they also have a playground sort of thing where you can actually run code and see how it is working. You can make some changes in that and you can run your program. So you don't have to set up the environment for Python, because as a beginner, when you're very new to programming, it can get really daunting to set up a Python environment. So because it has a lot of different versions, a lot of different dependencies, a lot of different packages, so it's always helpful to have something set up for you and just focus on the programming part rather than worrying about the environment setup. So for that, I think I will suggest you to go for W3 schools. And for R, I'm not sure if I can suggest you something because I have not like looked into too much about R, because I knew Python, and when I had to work with R, I just searched for similar things, just searched for syntaxes. So let's say I wanted to use a for loop. So I know how for loop works because I know Python, I know other programming languages as well. But I didn't know the syntax of for loop in R, so I just used to Google syntax of for loop in R, and that helped. So about uh, I don't know much about learning material for R, but for Python, I think to start with, I think W3 School should be a good place to do. And as you are a complete beginner, if you go to my GitHub page, there you will find a lot of notebooks, and there you will find a folder or repository called Python tutorial, I guess. So probably you can start it or maybe download the folder, and you will get a lot of different notebooks in that. It explains a lot of different concepts about Python. And at the end, I also have included some of the practice problems that you can actually code. And if you want to run those Python notebook, I would suggest you to go to Google Colab. Yeah, I know I'm mentioning a lot of keywords which you might be knowing, which you might not. So yeah, you can go to Google Colab. You can just upload those notebooks there, and you can run it. Again, you don't have to worry about setting up environment for Python. So yeah, those are the things you can do. I have a video about Google Colab on my channel. So if you search for Google Colab programming Cradle, so probably you will be able to find how to use Google Colab, and uh, that should be helpful for you, I guess. First, like from me on live stream, really inspired by the way you are helping people out in their journey completely selflessly and spending a lot of time to take care. Yeah, it's very important because I have been in your shoes at many times. I was like completely clueless. What am I supposed to do? I spent like hours and hours figuring out stuff. So just trying to give back to the community And yeah, I am also, like, I have talked about this like in so many times, even in this video, in this live stream. I told that I don't really try to promote any course on this channel. If I truly believe a course is really good, I make a video about it, or I just tell people about it. It's been like almost 2+ years now running this channel, and I haven't taken any paid promotion on this channel, simply because I don't believe in promoting something which I don't believe in. And I don't wanna I don't wanna do anything which is not good for the community. So yeah, it's important for me to give true information to the community which I have built. And when I see these kind of comments, it really motivates me to keep doing this. I take out time from office and other stuff, other responsibilities that I have, to keep making videos and do these live stream, because I am also about to move to a newer place, and my room is like kind of mess right now because I'm packing all those things. But still, I knew that it's Saturday, and I most people will be having questions, so that's why I just come here and I try to answer as many questions as possible. Yes, I have see, viewers come and viewers go, but if somebody really gets value out of something, I think they still stay in the community. Because when I started creating videos, it was all about uh, courses, about applied AI course, and whatever I'm learning, and if I wanted to teach something, some concepts, something like that. And when I was a part of applied AI course, I helped so many people. I actually used to schedule meeting with them and solve their technical issues. I don't know where they are now. They were LinkedIn connections, probably they will still be there, but they barely interact with any of the posts which I do, and I have never seen them posting anything. So, and I have not seen many of them commenting or even interacting in the comment section. So yeah, people come and go, that's there, but I just want to help. And if you are getting value out of it, I think you will stay for long. But yeah, that's what I truly believe in, to give back to the community. And I have a lot of other things planned, and hopefully I'll be able to implement those things as well on the channel. What would be the average amount of money that one needs to have if looking for doing masters in UK or Canada? Uh, it depends a lot on which type of city you will be living in, be it UK, be it Canada. Also, it depends on what type of university you are taking, because the fees is quite varied. It varies from £14,000 to all the way up to 36, 37,000 pounds, even £40,000. So it depends a lot on fees as well. So if we just exclude the fees part, and if you are living in a mid-range cities, not too cheap, not too expensive, so cities like, let's say, Bath or Bristol, Leeds, Liverpool, in those kind of cities, I think you should be able to manage your whole 1 year course duration in 7 to 8 thousand pounds. This is just the living expense plus the fees, whatever fees you are paying. So that is the rough estimate that I can give you. And you and I think on the other channel which I have, which is mostly non-technical, where I talk about all these kind of things, we will be posting a video very soon about living expense in the UK. So that should give you a better idea about rent and stuff. I have also given a house walkthrough of my house where I'm living in my current rent on that particular channel. So, I mean, if you want, I can probably share the link of that channel so that you can probably look into the videos that we have. So that might help you. But then, yeah, there will be more videos coming on that channel about living expense and all those kind of things. I'm doing MSc in data science. How I get internship? Sorry. I think I have. Uh, I think I have a video on this. Maybe it is for how to find a job, but if you do those kind of things, I think you will be able to find uh, internships as well. So let me quickly search. I'm able to find that video. So I have one video about how did I find internship. So I will share that video with you so you will know how I got internship, and then I will also share one of the videos where I've discussed about how to find uh, jobs in the UK. And if you do all those kind of things, I think you will be able to find a internship as well, because finding a job or an internship, it's sort of same. Just to give you let's say idea, you can probably join different type of meetups, you can participate in different hackathons. That way you will be able to uh, find a lot of internships. Can you put more light on which ranking sites to visit? QS, Times, Guardians? Should we look towards subject ranking or employment ranking? So I personally used QS and Times. So Guardian, maybe not so much. So that's there, but then that was just to see where each university stand and not to give them a consideration. Because if you actually look into it, most of the universities just pay a huge amount, and these ranking websites, they just put them up and down. So that's there. But if you still want to look into the ranking, you should actually look into the subject ranking, and then you can look into the employment ranking. Subject ranking matters more simply because it tells if the university is good in that particular domain, and if they are, then you will get a good amount of learning, and if you get good amount of learning, you will have in-depth knowledge about things, and you will be able to make good projects, and you will be able to crack interviews easily. So ultimately you will have good employment as well, or you will have more employment opportunities. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. I was in UK in the University of Reading for MSc Data Science course last year September. I got depressed, didn't know anything about data science. I realized I joined bad uni as the department was new. We were the second batch of the university. The professors were immigrants new to UK, didn't have UK experience, no industrial uh, contacts, had only put in the deposit of £1,000 and IHS and visa and flight tickets. Oh, came back to India to get uh, prepared and not make such mistake again. Wasted money, wasted time, got depressed, and since last 4 months, I am struggling to get a path and get a good course and institute to join for data science, and still getting confused with all the courses and great learning markets. Hmm. On lighter note, what are you drinking? So it's just water. It's nothing special. So yeah. About your thing which you told, Saraswat, that's really sad to hear. And yeah, it for people who are actually new, it's really hard to make a decision whether something is good or bad because you don't really know uh, much about the field. You don't know what things are important, what things are not. So yeah, that's why I'm creating all these kind of videos which will help people who are very new to this thing. So that's why whenever you look into some of the universities, it's very important that you go to LinkedIn and you find people from that university for that particular course, and you talk to them and you see whether they are able to help you or not. And if you are not able to find people from that particular university, I think it's better to just skip that university. You can, when you take help from those consultancies, they don't tell you about all these kind of things. They will be like, yeah, this is a very good university and all those kind of things. They just want you to get an offer, and they just want to cut their commission, and all they care about is money. That's why I really hate consultancies. And they do help you in visa and loan process, so that is a good thing. But when it comes to selecting a university, when you want to make decision which university to go to, I think it should be your decision, it should be your research. So yeah, that's really sad to hear. But yeah, in terms of courses, I have looked into almost all the courses which you have mentioned except for BPAC, I guess. So yeah, I don't know much about BPAC, but I have looked into all these kind of courses. They are just too expensive. Scalar is probably still fine. It is expensive, but at least their course content is really good. So yeah, but if you want to take course and I think you still want to do your masters in the UK. So uh, if you I would still suggest don't spend too much money even if you have the capacity to spend, and go for iNeuron course. It's good because I have talked to a lot of people since then, and most of the people have positive feedback. There will be people who will have negative feedback. Everybody can't be happy with everything. So but most people in general, they were happy with the course, and you will learn quite a lot, and you will have understanding about what data science is, how it works, what all things are important in data science, and what to look for in your masters. So those are the things you will at least get to know. And they also offer internship, which might not be the mm, which might not be the limelight of the course, but at least you will get to work on something. And yeah, that's there. So I will still suggest you to go for iNeuron because you have already spent so much money, and it was of no use. So save some money there and spend it on courses like iNeuron one, which is very uh, very inexpensive, and you will learn everything what you will learn from a very expensive course. These expensive courses are for people who have like extensive amount of experience, be relevant, be it irrelevant. So let's say there is someone who has 5, 6, 7 years of experience, and they take a course from Great Learning or Ematicus or Odin School. Course content is just too bad. I can't suggest that to anybody. So yeah, if those people are doing these kind of courses, it is helpful for them. But for people who just don't have any experience, they are freshers, I think these courses does not make much sense to those people. As masters is very rigorous on many levels, because I heard assignments and examinations really hard. And do you suggest any course to sharpen the technical skills before heading for masters? Yeah, like I suggested, Anuron is probably my best pick for people who wants to go for masters today, because it's not expensive. They are covering almost everything you need to know. And after doing that course, when you will do masters, you'll feel like you know almost everything, maybe some bits and bobs which will be new in masters. So you will learn those. And after doing that course, probably whenever as part of your masters they will release an assignment, without even having to look into a lot of modules, you will be able to at least get started with the assignment. And after going through the modules, you will be able to go through the details about the assignments. So yeah, I think that course should be helpful for you. After speaking so much, it just feels like something's there in the throat. So that's why I always keep water with me, and I keep taking small sips just to avoid my throat to be dried up. Do you guys think we should do some live streams on the other channel as well? It's like very small, probably nobody is going to join there. But just to answer questions which are more sort of fun, fun kind of live stream here. Whenever we come live, we talk about all the technical stuff and data science most of the times. So we can probably keep the conversation a little light on that channel. Are you guys up for that? Then probably I will find some time to do live stream on that channel as well. Here we will always be doing a live stream on Saturday, 12 p.m. GMT, so that your technical queries will get solved. But just to keep things a little light and fun, probably we can talk on the other channel as well. So yeah, do you guys think it will be fun to do that? So I will just probably put a poll and you can probably react to that. Yes, it would be fun. Great. Then probably, yeah, I will figure out some time and we will do some uh, fun sort of live stream on the other channel. Bro, how you got tier 2 sponsorship? Will it be easy for freshers pursuing MSc data science right after BCA in India? So I did not do anything out of the world or something very extraordinary to get a sponsorship job. It's just I applied to so many jobs, and the first offer that I had, it was a graduate role, and I was not too happy with it. But then, yeah, I needed something to be on a safer side, so I kept that offer, and then I started applying once I submitted my dissertation. So after that, I got multiple offers, and most of them were non-sponsored one, and then they were they were offered from, like, let's say, London and bigger cities where I didn't want to move to. So I chose this one, which is still in Newcastle, and also they are offering sponsorship. So that's the thing. As a fresher, yes, maybe I won't say that she is a fresher, but she had around 2 to 3 years of 2 years of experience, but it was in a non-relevant field, and she was from electronics background, but still she was able to get a sponsorship. So one thing is, if you try to find jobs in universities, they tend to sponsor your visa. So most of the universities do offer sponsorship jobs. So try to look for jobs as teaching assistant or maybe data scientist, because even universities need data scientists. They have their own data to analyze and all those kind of things. So yeah, you should probably, you can just have a list of, let's say, 120 universities and search for data science role in XYZ university, and if they have applied to that, and if you are able to get that, most likely they will sponsor your visa. So that is something you can do to ensure uh, getting a sponsored job. Apart from that, just apply to all the openings which are there on various different job portals, and keep applying until you get a uh, sponsored job. So that's what I can suggest. But like you said, as a fresher, it's kind of hard. So yeah, as a fresher, it's hard to find a job also, and nowadays it's hard to find a job even for experienced people. So I won't say, well, I would say, so it's hard because the competition is really high. So yeah, that's there. Which are the other channels other than this? Please share the Telegram link if there's a group. So for other channel, no, uh, there is no other, there is no other Telegram group, because it will be really hard for me to probably manage many different platforms. So there is just one other channel where it's less of a technical stuff. So here is the link for that channel. And if you go to Programming Cradle homepage, Programming Cradle channels YouTube homepage, there you will find a section called as channels, and in that section you will be able to find this particular channel. So this channel is mainly for non-technical stuff, mostly life in the UK. And if I'll be traveling somewhere, we'll be making some sort of travel guide, or at least vlog, so that if you eventually come to UK, you will know which places to visit. So you will covered from technical and non-technical both aspects. So yeah, that's what is the aim for that particular channel. For now, the Telegram group is available only for Programming Cradle, and I will soon enough uh, share a link for Discord server as well for Programming Cradle. So yeah, that will be there. Sent you connection request on LinkedIn. Please do connect with me. Sure. Once I will be going to LinkedIn, I'll be more than happy to connect. As there is recession going on, does this would show impact of chances of getting an internship or full-time jobs in coming year? Yes, definitely, and it is already showing because I made a video again about impact, and it is one of the latest videos. So when you guys go to my channel, you will be able to see the second video, which is how badly job markets has been hit by recession and falling economy. So that's the video. And in January there were around 700k jobs, and now there are 200k jobs. And it's not just about data science; it's like combining all sorts of jobs. So definitely it has fallen by quite a lot, and same is the case for data science jobs as well. So yeah, it is impacting the job market. Hi Abhinandan, I'm good. I hope you're doing great as well. Could you please make a video on graduate job roles? I already have a video about graduate roles. So again, you can probably find it on my channel, or I will probably make an updated video on that as well. So yeah, I'll create a new video, but if you really want to get more details about it, you can find that on my channel. Bro, should I accept offer from Liverpool or wait for Manchester University for data science? So if you are going for September 23 intake, you still have quite a lot of time. You can probably wait till, let's say, Feb. And if you don't get any reply from Manchester University, you can go for Liverpool. As for me, I think Liverpool is a very good university, and if you join Liverpool University, you won't regret it. Um but yeah, if you really want to wait for Manchester University, then I think you still have time. Have you seen people who is getting back to India without job? No, not yet, because they still have 2 years of post-study work visa. So they will be here for 2 years at least. And most of the people from my batch, they have got jobs. Only a few people, they are still looking for a job, and they have like 2 years now to find a job. And I think it will be totally possible to get a job in 2 years. So yeah, I haven't seen anyone going back to India without a job, unless they just came here to do masters. So there were few people, like one or two, they just came here to study, and their plan was to go back to India. Can you tell about membership details? What type of details? Um, in membership, if on the channel page, you will be able to see a join button next to subscribe button. So when you join membership, you will uh, you will you will see a link where you can book one-to-one meeting. So that's what membership is for. Please, where do I find your notes, your advice? I can download. Okay. So you're asking for the Python Python tutorial one, I guess. So I will quickly go to my GitHub, and I will share that GitHub repo with you. Oh, come on. I'm logged out. So yeah, it should not take much time if I remember my password correctly. So where is my repo? Yeah, there it is. So, and if you just see my profile here, you will also find quite a lot of data science related projects as well. So if you want to implement something, you can probably do that. So this is the Python tutorial, and if you want data science notes, that also I have on my channel, so I'll probably share those two links as well in case that helps. I shared quite a lot of links. I think that's convenient for you guys. So yeah, these both the links are for same folder, but I just created two different links because sometimes one link is down, so other one works. So yeah, that should help you. I'm targeting only where did it go? Yeah, I'm targeting only those universities with 1 year placement here and content with cloud, MLD, and DM. Is this the right strategy, even though we have two additional post-study work visa to have a sponsorship? So the placement here, I'll have a video about that as well. So if you are a fresher, then placement here does make a bit more sense because you will be part of university and you will have a time to actually work in the industry, and if you're able to find a full-time job, then that's the best case scenario. So it's totally fine as long as you don't mind paying a little bit extra for your placement here. So yeah, but if you don't want to pay, then definitely just 1 year course should be fine without placement here. I hope I did not miss any question. But yeah, if I have missed any of the questions above, feel free to post it again. I will take them again, or I will take them. Does data analyst get visa sponsorship? Yes, they do. So there was one company, I can't remember the name of that company, but uh, I had applied for data scientist role, and by the time they reached out to me, that role was already gone. So they had another opening, which was for data analyst. And in the one-to-one conversation, like the friendly call which they do initially, they said, uh, "We have a data analyst role, and we will be happy to sponsor your visa as well. And these are the things which you will be doing." But I was not interested in data analyst roles, so I told them that. No, I won't be moving forward with this particular job interview. And also the tools they were using, it was not that fascinating at all. It was kind of legacy system, so it was very old. So that's why I chose not to go for that. But yes, data analysts also get sponsorship. Any plans of returning back to India? Not at this point. My plan is to come to India probably next year in December, or maybe in June, July, because one of my friend told he will be getting married, so I can't really miss his marriage because he is my best friend. So yeah, if he is getting married in June, July, I told him get married in December, but if he is getting married in, let's say, June, July, then I will be going back to India in June, July. If not, then December. Any views about MMU? I guess you are asking about Manchester Metropolitan University and Nottingham Trent University and Sheffield Hallam regarding 2 years MSc Data Science with 1 year placement. I am asking this because they are the topmost in terms of admissions from the Britishers. So I think I have looked into the course content of all these universities, and I personally felt like MMU has a very good course content. So, if these universities are there on the list, if I was applying to these universities, I would probably prefer MMU over other of the universities which you have mentioned. Were you able to pursue and manage part-time job while your masters? Would you suggest it, or data science course are very rigorous? Also, please can you share a simple SOP and scholarship letter for us to make? So, to answer your first question, I did not do any part-time job, but I did do internship. So internship is almost like a full-time job. But yeah, that's what I did. In the first semester, I did not even look for part-time job or any internship because here things are very different, and I wanted to first settle in. And my most topmost priority was master's course and to learn things and get good marks. That was my topmost priority. That's why I did not uh, look for part-time job. Second semester, when I felt like okay, I am much more dialed in and I can now look for maybe a part-time job or internship. So I chose internship because then I will be able to work in something which is relevant to my masters. And I did not go for part-time job is because if I would have gone for part-time job, then I wouldn't have any time to make content on the YouTube. And that was the reason why I did not go for part-time job, because obviously I would have made much more money in part-time job than what I could make on YouTube. But ultimately, it's about helping people. So that's why I decided to not go for part-time job, and eventually I was able to get an internship. And yeah, but then there were a lot of people in my batch. They did part-time job, and they were able to cope up with the course as well. But people who came here and right away started doing part-time job, they actually struggled at later stages. They found it to be hard to submit assignments on time. Sometimes they even flunked in one of the or multiple modules. So that's why I would always suggest to apply for part-time job or even internship in the second semester, and it is totally possible to do it if you are good at making time for other things as well. And would you suggest again, like I told you, second semester should be the good place to start looking for these things. Also, please, can you share a sample SOP? I can share sample SOP. I don't really have any scholarship letter, so I will quickly look for SOP and I will share that right away right here, because that will be much more convenient. Where are you? Uh, no, it should have been here. I uploaded it on my um, Google Drive, but apparently I can't find it right now. Oh no. I cleaned my drive and I guess I have deleted it. But I might be having in my laptop hopefully. So that time I had a different laptop. So I will look into that laptop and probably I will be able to share uh, somehow. But if not, then yeah. Yeah, so that is what I can do. I will look into my other laptop, and if I'm able to find, I will probably share it next time. So yeah, sorry for that. I just clicked on the clear the document which I'm not using, and Google just deleted everything. A good application and crack into good uni as well as have higher chances on scholarship. So yeah, most of the universities they do provide a lot of different type of scholarships. So For some scholarships, they just consider your profile if it's good. For some scholarships, you will have to make a separate application. So yeah, you will have to look into the university's page, what type of scholarship they're providing, and then apply to them if you need to. I had some students do complete their masters in here. Is this possible? And what should be the academic workload in such scenario? I had some students to complete their masters in here. I did not get your question because in the UK, masters is just for 1 year. So yeah, and I have attended 1 week in class in University of Reading. Please, can you make a reality video on how the masters here is totally different from masters in India, as it was a reality shock for me, as people are in a mindset of being taught like in India, but in the UK it is mostly self-learning, and university expects you to be self-motivated individual. Yes, that is true, and I have not made a dedicated video on this topic, but I have covered this point in multiple of my videos. So yes, that is very very true, because here it's not like faculties will come and they will be like, okay, today I'm gonna teach you so and so concept, and you guys will have to sit for hours and listen to it. Here it's like they will just give you probably very brief overview about things, and then you will have to dig deeper and you will have to work on the assignments, and that's how you will be able to uh, go through the course. So yes, I think I can probably make a video for this. It's actually a good topic, because if people are not prepared for this mentally, I think it will be really hard for them. How good is University of Glasgow, Southampton? Do you feel they give good assistance for job, and cover sort of technique for data science? So Glasgow is the university where even I had applied, and their course content I think is very good. So in terms of course content, yes, they are good. And here in the UK, most of the not most, but all the universities have uh, this career service where you can uh, go, you can get your resume validated. You can ask them for input whether my resume is good, or in what regards my resume needs some improvement, and they do help you. They make you to understand what type of format or what type of resume companies prefer in the UK, because there are different resume checkers, and in various countries they use different type of resume checkers. So maybe a resume checker which is being used in India, uh, and your resume is being passing through those resume checkers in India, chances are that same resume won't pass through a resume checker here in the UK. So they tell you about those kind of things as well. Most of the universities have resume checker, so they pass your resume through that and they show you the score and all those kind of things. So they do help you in those regards. But and about techniques and concepts about data science, it's all covered into the course content. So yeah, the course content of Glasgow is good. Southampton, I think, as far as I remember, I think it was also okay. How much do graduates get paid after masters in data science? So I have a dedicated video about this, like salary of a data scientist in the UK. So yeah, I will share that video with you. In this video, I've discussed about all the ranges of experience. So whether it's a fresher or uh, whether you have good amount of experience. So yeah, so we have reached around 1 hour 30 minutes today. So yeah, I answered quite a lot of questions today. We had a very good discussion again as always. So so if you don't have any more questions, I will probably end the stream and I will uh, go back to my packing because I need to pack a lot. I will be moving out probably on 23rd, and probably because of that reason, I won't be able to do live stream next Saturday because on Friday I'll be moving in, and on Saturday I think it will be all cluttered. So yeah, that's why I won't be able to do live stream next week. But if I'm able to get time, or if I'm able to sort things out, I will uh, let you know, guys. I will post the update in the Telegram group, or and also in the uh, you will get the notification if YouTube decides to send notification. Yeah, so that's there. Do you have some idea on HCPC registration and physiotherapy? Asking for some of my friends irrelevant to data science. So I don't even know what HCPC is, and no, so I don't really have much idea about all these kind of things. So sorry, I'm probably not the right person to ask about it. Well, yeah, if you have still have some questions, I can probably take a few more questions just to cover next week's absence. But if not, then probably I will end the stream and hope to see you guys next week. If not next week, then next week for sure. Amazing discussion. Got to know a lot. Very valuable, priceless knowledge and insight. I'm glad these are the kind of comments and words which keeps me motivated and keep bringing me to do these live streams, even though I feel like I don't have time, I won't be able to pull this off. But yeah, this is the motivation which keeps me doing all these live streams and videos. Hey, do you think Birmingham City University is good? In terms of course content, maybe not so much because I did not include that university in affordable universities video because I think the course content was not suitable enough, or it was not good enough for me at least. But yeah, everybody has their own requirements. Everybody feel they want to focus on something else. So if you feel that university is covering everything, or if you feel university is the best fit for you, and this is the best university you can probably get into, then probably it will be the good university for you. But in my opinion, I personally think you can get into some other good universities. Thanks for streaming, Roshan. Great session as always. Thank you so much, Rupa, for your support. All right. So in the poll, we have like 94% people saying yes, we should uh, do live stream on the other channel, and someone said no. But yeah, most people said so. Majority wins. So I will decide a time where we can do some fun sort of live stream on the other channel. But as we don't have many people there, around uh, 18 19 subscribers I guess, so once we will be doing some sort of fun live stream on that channel, I will let you know, guys, in Programming Cradle Telegram group, or also in the community section of Programming Cradle. So if you just want to join, hang out, and have some fun questions, then definitely you can join that live stream as well. Because I have unconditional offer from BCU for January 23 intake, and I have Newcastle offer letter, but it is for September 23. Should which should I choose? So if you have time, if you are doing something productive, I would say go for Newcastle University September 23. But if you feel like you will have a huge gap, then I think your best bet is BCU. But I would still suggest to go for September 23 intake, and probably you can in that time you have a very good amount of time to probably work on some of the projects, and you can probably find some internship in India that would again give you some experience rather than being a fresher if you are a fresher. So yeah, those things you can do in the meantime. So my preferred option would be Newcastle uh, September 23 intake. But if you feel that does not work for you, then obviously Jan 23 you can go for that. I hope we will get to a huge audience and have a lot of subscribers and make a good community. I hope so too, and we will reach there someday. But yeah, it's important to give back to the community. So yeah, even I always suggest people in Telegram group when they probably make a portfolio. It's always good to share your portfolio in the group so that other people can also look into it and they can probably get inspired, and also probably they can uh, provide some feedback. So it's about like it's a mutual thing, because maybe from some people even I will learn something. It's not like I know everything, so even I can learn a lot of things from you guys. So like you shared your experience about attending classes in University of Reading, and I didn't know about anything of that sort, so I learned something new. And sometimes when we are having some sort of technical discussion here, some people say some uh, new packages. Like I knew about version control like Git, but I didn't know about data version control DVC. So someone suggested that. So I also learned something new. So it's always good to learn from you, and it's always good to give back to the community. So yeah, I always thank you guys whenever we hit some milestone. So I will continue doing that, because without your support, it won't be possible to still be motivated to keep doing something. Uh, yeah, so that's the thing. People in today's world are so selfish and totally focused on getting ahead with crab mentality. But when I see people like you helping others totally selflessly, it motivates us to help others. Yeah, that's again a very good thing, because if you get motivated to help others, it's like a best thing that I can do. So yeah, if you decide to help people, it will be really good. And I always motivate other people as well to always try to help as much as you can, because sometimes, like I told you, helping always feels like you're doing something good, and it satisfies you. It gives you a different kind of feeling, which is very good. I don't know how to express it in words, but yeah, I just feel good to do that. And when I hear these kind of comments, it's always nice. Kind, yeah, that's that actually summarized the whole thing in one word. I got offer from University of Nottingham for business analytics for September 23. Should I go for it? How is the university? University of Nottingham is a good university. So yeah, definitely. If you're interested in business analytics, then yeah, you can definitely go for that university. It's a good university overall. And I will also be going to Bristol. So the live stream which I will do on other channel probably uh, will show you some Christmas market or something like that. So I think it should be fun for you guys as well, something different. So yeah, how is job opportunity after that? As compared to data science, I think it's relatively less. But if you are truly dedicated for business analytics and that's what you want to do, then yeah, you should not really be worried about job market. Rather than that, just try to focus on your skills and work towards it, and you will get job because there are jobs, just that the competition is too high. Is that true? When I was in Reading, I came across one guy who is a data scientist during career fair. He suggests to get a GCP machine learning certification that will give you edge in your job search. Yes, any cloud platform will give you edge over others because nowadays barely any company would want to have a dedicated server set up in their office. Nobody wants to bear the cost of hardware. So yeah, having a cloud certification, it will be really good for you, and that is something which I also included in my recent video. So I don't know if you have watched that video or not. So it's like, do these things. This is the latest video. Do these things during your masters to get a job fast in industry. So in that video, I have included all other stuff as well, which you should do as part of your masters. So yeah, when I asked him about something which would help me land a lot of jobs, he suggested this as a kind of final stage in DS journey. Yep, that's true. Because without having a knowledge about data analysis, machine learning, feature engineering, uh, outlier detection, and those kind of things, so without that right away jumping into cloud platforms, it will be like you want to be a cloud engineer rather than a data scientist. So once you have gained all the uh, data science uh, data science concepts, then you can jump into the cloud related stuff. So that was really a valid point. Which university should I apply for data analytics? So Aston University is a good one if you are looking for not so expensive university. You can also look into Queen's University Belfast. So they are also really good. So these are the two universities which I can suggest. If you don't have any budget restriction, then probably you can look for Queen Mary University of London. I think they do offer data analytics course. These are some of the universities which I can suggest. All right, guys. I think I've answered all the question, and most people have left. We have four people, I guess. So yeah, now three. So yeah, I'm glad I was able to answer some of your question, and I hope I was able to provide you some useful information. So I will now end the stream, and will hopefully join next week. If not next week, then definitely next to next week. So yeah, bye. Have a great weekend, and keep learning. Okay, one more question. How is the data science track of Queen Mary London? Like, they have two tracks. So yeah, I had applied for big data science, and I think they have. And when I applied, they just had one course, I guess, big data science. Now they have so many courses: data analytics, data science, big data science. So there are a uh, uh, lot of different courses: data science and engineering, data engineering as well. So in data science and engineering, they're covering a lot of uh, things related to big data and all those kind of things. So if you are interested in that, then definitely you should take that course. But if you just want to focus on data science, uh, I personally feel big data science is a good balanced course, and I had applied for that, so it would be my pick for from Queen Mary University of London. All right, then, yeah, we are about to reach 2 hours, so yeah, hope to see you guys in the next live stream. Bye. You're welcome, Sriram.